Hey guys, and welcome back to Sweaty Buddies.
Today we're going to be talking about our first dark romance.
Trigger warning, because this book is fucked up.
We're going to be going over Haunting Adeline.
Let me just say, this is not my type of book, okay? This is her type of book.
Oh my god.
I'm more fantasy. She's fucked up shit.
I like them dark.
No,
I like it with a lot of smut.
Girl, the fact that you literally you texted me, you're like, Zade could get it. And then I read it and I'm like,
You sure about that?
man is abusive.
He's not abusive. He's not abusive. You think he's abusive for real?
He like cuts off her oxygen at least like 3 times while they're fucking. That shit. He even it reads.
Isn't that like a
pink?
Isn't that like a thing though? Isn't that like a kink?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
not mine. It's a point where I can't see. Where I'm like,
I can't breathe. I'm about to pass out.
like, can you,
Sir,
stop?
get your hands off my neck.
Somewhere else. But anyways, okay. So let's
get into it.
Yeah,
let's get into
I think
it.
we went over everything. You know, trigger warning. This has some fucked up shit.
Yeah. So you read it recently. I read this book around a year ago.
Yeah. And you know why I read it.
Yeah.
Someone requested it.
Ma'am, we had to do it for you.
Ma'am,
For you.
what are you reading, ma'am? I was in shock.
I mean, you kind of knew. You kind of knew going into it. I told you it was gonna be a rough read.
Girl, I didn't know it was that dark.
Yeah, when you're not like used to it.
I knew about the pew pew, but I didn't know about
The other stuff.
the other fucked up shit.
And the pew pew scene. We'll get into it. So the main character in this book, obviously by the title, is Adeline.
Yeah.
So she recently has moved into her grandma's old house. She has like a fucked up relationship with her mom. We find out like in the beginning, like she does not want anything to do with her mom. Her mom's kind of like a bitch.
A bitch.
Yeah. So yeah, girl, we meet her. She's like an up and coming author. You know.
Yeah.
She be writing them.
Do they ever mention what she writes about? What does she write? I wonder what she writes.
I think she writes smut.
It's not children's novels.
I don't think I think, isn't it like maybe like romance? Maybe. Could it be romance?
Would make sense.
Right.
Twisted ass bitch.
And like straight from the beginning, even in the prologue, she's like talking about like how she has like a stalker. Like she knows that someone's like looking at her, through the window. Come inside, baby.
Like, what you doing out there in the fog?
What if you don't know what he looks like? Because technically you don't really know like what your stalker looks like.
She saw like the jawline and she's like,
shit. Come closer.
she's like, fucking come in here.
I need that jaw in my pussy.
Suck that cock. That jaw deep in my gussy.
Like, bro, imagine it was like, imagine it was like some old guy. Like,
I'll be like, never mind.
I'm okay.
Next time, promise.
She definitely has like some like rape fantasy going on.
I don't know.
Honest.
Grape
fantasy.
Grape, the fruit fantasy. Yeah, I don't know what the. Okay, well, I love her language. Like, let's just jump into the part that she's. Well, first of all, her house is haunted as fuck.
Yeah,
that's all we know about the house. Haunted as fuck. It needs to be remodeled. She meets up with her friend Daya. We meet Daya. She's also a fucking crazy ass bitch. Let's be honest.
Yeah, she is.
And Daya's like, you need to get laid, mama. You need to get laid.
Like, it's time.
You need that
some
cat.
dick. Get dick down.
Yeah. And she takes her phone and she texts Mr. Grayson.
Which she's like been with.
Yeah, she's been with in the past. And she texts him like, oh, I'm missing that cack.
And he's like, oh, say less, baby.
He's literally like, I knew you would. I'll be right there.
So you'll get this dick tonight.
In that haunted ass mansion.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, it cuts and they're back in her house and, you know, they're getting it on. And she's in her head like, I'm not feeling this.
Yeah. This is not what she wants.
This is consensual.
Yeah. What? I did not think you were going to say that.
That's the premise
of this book. You don't want
to
grape me? I don't want it.
You don't want to grape me?
I ain't with it.
Where's the pew-pew? Where is the pew-pew?
She doesn't even know about the pew-pew yet.
Girl, he done blows her mind.
Literally.
And almost blows her
away.
A dussy. Okay.
Girl, just one time. Just one finger. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Oops.
He's like, oh, you want me to finger bang you? I'm gonna do it with something else. Okay, so let's get back to Grayson. So
Grayson's feeling it, obviously. But she's like, bro, this isn't giving, you know? This isn't giving what I wanted to give.
It's giving vanilla. I want it chocolate.
Yeah.
I want it dirty.
What's the mixed color?
A swirl. A marble.
Yeah, I want a fucking marble.
I want it dark chocolate.
Extra dark.
No vanilla. No vanilla here.
No vanilla. No strawberry. Oh, and this motherfucker's a ginger too. Okay?
Yeah, that's a red flag right there. Clearly by his head, you could see it's a red flag.
No, but that's her type. She goes like, just my type. Especially when she meets the other guy, she's like, oh, he's just my type.
Yeah.
But anyways, okay.
Proper looking. Let's get back.
So he's feeling it, you know, and she's like, but then they hear boom, boom, boom.
Open up, little mouse. No one says anything.
Imagine. I'd be like, what the fuck?
It's Big Kitty outside. It was Big Kitty outside.
It was Big Kitty, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
So Grayson is like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And he doesn't check. He's like, go answer your own door. And she's like,
this is your house. You could do it.
So she opens the door. There's nobody there. And she's like, okay, weird. So then Grayson, when she goes back to Grayson, he's like butt ass naked.
Yeah. He's like, I'm still going to get that pussy.
Yeah.
No matter what.
With his fucking balls hanging out. His ginger balls.
His ginger pubes.
And she's like, I'm not feeling it anymore.
Like, I think you should go.
Yeah. And he's like, go.
I came to get some puss.
I came to come.
So you best
open them legs.
Right now.
She's like, get out. And he's like, fine.
I mean,
I'm gonna get out. Okay. So he leaves. We don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
Once he steps out that door, don't know what happened to him. Okay, and then it cuts to Zade's point of view.
And when we meet Daddy,
you know, it starts his story off. He's like rescuing some girls from sex traffickers.
He's a hero, savior.
Clearly, he's a fucking contradicting ass motherfucker.
Clearly,
you're telling me that he saves girls that are sexually abused, and then he's been stalking and harassing this one girl.
She wanted though. She wanted.
He got lucky. She ended up wanting it.
Yeah, he did, low key.
Cause, sir, you would have been right with the people that you catch. But anyways,
I mean, they like sell those people. He wasn't gonna sell Adeline.
No, he's just gonna keep her forever. Keep her. Like Tamlin.
You see, it all connects.
Yeah. So then, he finishes his job. You know, he has his own organization. Z. Of course, it is. So not obvious.
I wonder what it stands for.
Not Zillow.
Zebra.
But he finishes over there. He's able to like rescue girls or whatever. And then he's walking down the streets and he runs into the bookshop and he sees like this girl's picture and he's like,
that's her right there.
That's who I'm stalking
right now. Instantly. Instantly. Infatuated.
I'm a stalker. That's it. So he goes into a bookstop.
My future wife.
Yeah. She's gonna have my babies.
All of them.
All of them. So he goes into the bookstore and she's like talking. I don't fucking know. She's having the thing that authors have.
Like a meet and greet type of thing.
And he's like just in the back like.
He's like, damn. She looked better than the picture. She ain't no catfish.
No catfish.
She ain't catfishing me.
He's like, you read that book, baby. You read it.
Now he even wants her more.
Yeah. He's like, she could read too. She could write.
Ooh, she ain't illiterate. That's adding points.
Yeah. So then he sees her and that's when it all starts. And you know, she's at home and she starts getting these fucking roses. And she's like, what the fuck? They start showing up like in her kitchen, her nightstand. And she's like, wait a minute.
Gets more roses than me.
Yeah. And you know he got money.
Yeah.
Because flowers are expensive. I would be like, who?
Picking them stuff himself.
Who's trying to win me over? But whatever. He drinks her alcohol too. And you know, I don't like, but the flowers okay.
That's like stealing.
Yeah. My alcohol.
He's like 5-figure discount.
Yeah.
Let's trade.
Yeah, no, and he loves it. He's like, she has this whiskey.
The whiskey.
Like, okay, boy. And she starts hearing noises like in her house too. And my first thought was like, is he a squatter in the house? I thought he was a homeless.
You thought like what?
At first, I thought he was a squatter. That he was like squatting in her attic, and that her house wasn't actually haunted. That he was just living there.
You thought he had like a smelly dick?
I mean, I thought he was squatting in her house, so I'm assuming he would use her shower. But no.
We can only guess.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm
that's
pretty
not
sure
the
she
point.
would hear like the water running.
Yeah. Or he could shower when she's out. But,
yeah, that's true.
But no, that didn't end up happening.
No.
And
yeah, that's my house.
I forgot to mention that Grayson ended up like punching a hole in the wall, and then that eventually leads her to finding her great grandma's letters, which freaky ass grandma. Those letters were wild. She was like, Ronaldo. Ronaldo, he was Hispanic?
Yeah.
Okay. She said, I want a little bit of spice. Ronaldo.
Fucking Lady Gaga song.
Ronaldo. Yeah. And she was reading the shit like, and she
like,
told
damn,
her,
my girl was getting it.
fucking wild. She was wild. And her best friend is like, she was kinky as fuck. Anyway, she was cheating on her husband. What, John?
She ends up finding out she was like her own stalker.
Yeah. Ronaldo.
Even that is spicy. His name. It had to be Hispanic. It had to be a spicy name.
It had to be. Yeah. It couldn't be like
Joe.
Jose. No.
Jose is Hispanic.
I know, but it had to be Ronaldo.
Oh, like extra spicy.
Naldo. Yeah. So she finds these letters, and obviously she's like, damn, Grandma Gigi was getting it on. And then she's like, I kind of relate a little because I have my own stalker now.
I feel her.
Yeah. At this point, Zade is he been outside her window.
He's like
in the dark with a cigarette. I'd be like,
the smell ain't doing it for me.
Honestly, like at this point, I would just find comfort in him being outside.
I'd be like, smoking kills, baby.
So I'd be like,
Be like, you want me or you trying to kill me?
Yeah. Well, he been showing up in windows, you know. At one point, she confronts him outside. She pushes him.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going to do something, but he just laughs and walks away. And I'm like...
Okay.
It's like, whatever.
He's like, I'm counting. Yeah. I'm counting on the days,
yeah.
baby.
He's like...
Till I get you.
But then her and her best friend go to the club.
They're going out to dance.
And then this guy comes up behind her and he's like, you're beautiful. Hey, you want to come upstairs? Let's go. Yeah. So then she goes upstairs with him. And they're like in the couch. And I think he has his hand on her thigh.
Mm-hmm.
And she gets a text message.
He's like, what's up, baby?
Mm-hmm.
But the message, though, bitch.
Yeah.
It's from the one and only
Zade. Yeah.
And he's like, you best not be letting another man touch you. Because if not, you're going to catch his hands outside.
In a box. Yeah. And she like freaks out. And the guy next to her is like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. She takes him home.
She's like, I'm still going to get this thing.
Yeah, she takes him home.
It's okay.
And, you know, I was feeling him at first. I was like, ooh, okay.
Perch.
He says, sing, baby. Sing for me. Sing for me. So she even takes him out to, like, the sunroom. With all the windows. She's like, oh, he wants to fuck with me. I'm going to fuck in front of him.
He wants to see what I could do?
Mm-hmm.
But show him.
Yeah. So then eventually, you know...
Finger blasting.
Yeah.
Of the century.
Yeah. And then, again, she hears a boom.
Big bad whoop out.
And this time, this guy is like, I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah.
So he goes to check it out.
Yeah, because he thinks he's like...
Yeah. He's big and bad.
Yeah.
Girl fucking disappears.
He's like, I got you, baby. I got you. I got you.
One toe out of the door.
And Zade is like... God knows what the fuck.
She's like, what the fuck?
Like a fucking vacuum. He's like, I told you not to let him touch you.
He took him so quick.
Bro, the Z vacuum
Fuck.
Disappeared into
You don't
the
even
night.
hear him scream. And she's like, she calls the cops.
Yeah. she's like, I'm
like,
gonna call the police.
She's like, what is this? Like, at this
I'm pretty
point,
sure she's like, that motherfucker dead.
Yeah. Gone. I'm gonna get his hands.
He got took.
So she calls the cops and she's like, I've filed several reports.
And they're like, what are you talking about?
What fucking reports?
We haven't gotten any reports.
She's like,
so he's been like taking them. He's been basically like, these reports ain't real.
yeah, he's just hitting delete on all the reports.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing now.
Yeah. But then like the cop is like, don't worry, like we'll figure this out. He doesn't figure shit out.
Of course not.
Yeah. Spoiler, he doesn't figure shit out. The cops don't do shit.
Yeah, doesn't do shit. Thank God they didn't do shit.
So that's the end of that. The next morning, the mailman is there. USPS shows up.
What do you think he got? Some bills.
A box.
A box.
Yeah.
I wonder what's in the box.
Mm-hmm. And she sees blood on the box and she's like,
you don't think like the UPS driver, like,
I don't know how he saw the box, like, and he was like,
it up. He's like, I mean, maybe it's like food coloring. Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows what
I
that
like
red
that.
liquid could be.
Seeping out from the bottom of the box.
Yeah. Could be paint.
Probably smells like shit already.
Right?
Like
he probably
rotting.
Has flies flying around the box, and he's
you're
like,
gonna tell me that he's like, I mean, maybe she ordered something expired.
Oh, well, bitch. She opens the box, and
She got hands.
She got hands, and then she calls her best friend. Her best friend like rushes over, helps her like take care of the fucking box.
Yeah. Take care of the hands.
Yeah, and then after all that, his friend Max goes fucking crazy. He's like, what happened to my bestie? What happened to my bestie? He keeps like texting Daya. he even eventually like shows up and talks to
Yeah.
Adeline, and Adeline's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, well, I had someone follow you guys. What'd you do with the box? Huh? You never said that you received hands. And she's like,
What do you want to know?
yeah. But anyways, eventually the day comes when he comes inside.
Oh wait, but let's talk about like the security system that she gets.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's like,
Her best friend's like, I got you.
she's like, bro, this needs to stop. Like, this needs to stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it's about time. So what does she do? She hires a security company.
To put up cameras.
Girl, I'm sorry to tell you,
It don't work.
it don't work.
You hired the wrong company.
Because your stalker owns the company.
Owns the damn company.
So you fucked.
He has access to everything. He turns off the cameras.
He probably turned them on in certain locations. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He probably doesn't turn shit off.
Yeah.
He probably added a few
He's
more.
like, kitchen?
Bathroom? Toilet? I mean, just in case.
I'll be so mad. I'd be like, you had to put one in the toilet with me shitting. Be like, I hope you like it. Enjoy.
You try to see like the view.
I'll shit as much as possible.
Oh my god.
But okay.
He's like, let me see them legs open, girl. She's like, you about to.
You about to. About to see something open.
Oh my god. Girl.
Now booty hole.
Yeah, right. He probably like that shit. He's like, yeah, baby.
So like, I
I'm
mean,
about to get in there.
what's the quote that he says later on? What's the quote?
Oh my god.
Oh. You know what? We'll get to it. I'm not even gonna mention it right now. I'm not even gonna mention it right now. So the day comes where he finally comes inside.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm fucking crying.
He gets inside, and you know, obviously she's like, there. Both of them are like,
She's like, shit.
what the fuck do I do? And
Nah,
he's
he
like-
knows what he's gonna do.
he's
He
like,
knows what he's gonna do.
Run.
Little mouse.
I'd be like, what did you just call me?
Little mouse.
He slaps his shit.
Little mouse.
Little mouse, run.
Big kitty is here.
Big kitty is here. Run. So she
Meow,
runs.
meow.
She runs, and bro, he's like right there. And
Yeah.
she shows up in a room, and he's like,
Here, baby.
but you know, she eventually runs into a sunroom, and he's like, oh, you wanted to disrespect me in here,
I'm gonna disrespect you. I'm gonna disrespect that
girl.
mouth.
This scene, what the fuck?
What?
He takes out his pew pew.
Pew pew and the cat.
And he starts like, and then he's like, open your mouth.
He's like, take that shit. Little
And
mouse.
she's like, tastes metally. Tastes metallic like pennies.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, he ends up
Bro.
with the pew pew.
And that shit was loaded.
That's insane.
That shit was loaded.
Almost blew up her Odyssey. Yeah.
All of it. He's like, oh, you want me to blow your minds? Say less, baby. I'm about to blow all of you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, okay. So yeah, eventually she she gets off eventually. And he's like,
She's liking it.
You like fear. Yeah, she's fucking
She's
sick.
feeling it. In her head, she's like, yeah.
like the people that give this book 5 stars. Sick.
Oh my god.
That's some kinky motherfuckers. You too, bitch. But anyways,
I was eating that shit up. I was like, shit.
I was like,
This ain't my cup of tea, but
If you say so.
If it's Zade, we could work something out.
So then, since that point on,
it's legal.
What's legal?
Pew pews.
Not in certain places.
Oh my god.
Like up the ussy and the booty hole, the mouth. The
booty hole.
Yeah, the girl, you can't put that back there.
He didn't do that.
And I haven't read the second book, but
there ain't no pew pews.
I can see it happening.
There ain't no pew pews anymore.
Okay.
Only
no
pew
cacks. Fucking audiobook. I'm not even gonna get into the audiobook because my cat. Anyways, okay.
The pussy.
The pussy. The cock. Put the cock in the pussy.
Oh my god, okay, let's continue.
Oh my god. Okay. So then fast forward, and ever since that point, you know, it just gets like smuttier and smuttier. And she's like asleep, and she wakes up tied up, and she's like and he's like, hey. He's on top of her like, hey, baby.
Little mouse.
Yeah.
Like being tied up, little
And I
mouse.
got punished. And this
it's
is
about time I punish you.
Yeah. This is where we learn the knees to ears position.
You know,
to your ears.
Usually it's like knees to chest.
No. He said
not to
the ears, baby girl.
Like,
sir, do you think I'm that flexible?
Sir, what do you think of life?
I will fart in your face.
Bro, my hips will literally just crack.
He'd be like, oh, fuck.
You're right. He'll probably be like, yeah.
You like that?
But like, let me crack you some more.
And you're like,
you're like, this ain't feeling too good.
yeah.
Like, what kind of pleasure is this?
No, he's like a chiropractor at this point.
Knees to ears. Real quick.
I'd be like,
to my ears. I'll be like, baby, that don't work.
that knees to ears?
Oh my god.
But anyways.
I hope he got like a pillow like under her at least or something.
Please.
Some support. You feel me? Some support.
But he's, you know,
in there.
and he's like,
you're big and gold.
He's like, you're so fucking creamy. I'd be like, I look down. What did you? Creamy?
I think that's them trying to let us know she wants it.
And cream is cream stuff. Cream-like discharge is coming out. I mean, yeah.
She's ovulating.
Yeah, those eggs are coming out.
And he's like, say less.
He's like,
I'm about to go in. He's like, my favorite time of the month.
yeah, girl, you're my baby son. They're gonna call it Zade.
I am Zade. And they're gonna call me Zade.
Zade. Yeah. So that's that scene. You know, he ends up beating her, blowing her mind. Yeah. Knees to ears. Yeah. And you know, they keep fucking. This is the rest of the book. The end. They keep fucking. Eventually she goes out with her friend and she gets drunk, and he shows up, of course, and she wakes up and she's like, oh, God. She wakes up horny as fuck, and she gets on the pillow and she's like,
humping that shit, bro.
And she's like, Daddy?
And he's like, I'm here, baby.
Well, he that's when she ends up, you know, putting it in her mouth. He's like, open your mouth, open your mouth, little mouse. Sorry, that was mouse and mouth threw me off. Open your mouth, little mouse. I'd be like, can you stop calling me little mouse?
Because he's like a big kitty. Chases her. She likes to be hunted.
Yeah. And then that's the part that after, you know, she's like, you need to go to prison.
She's like, you're sick.
You're like, you're psychotic. And
you
he's
should
like,
go to prison and they're gonna put you on death row. He's like,
he's like,
will you be my last meal, baby? I'll be like, hell yeah, open up.
come here.
Real quick.
I don't even know what to say to that.
You don't want to be his last meal?
No. If he were to tell me that, I would be like, shh. Like, your game is not finding me. I don't know. No.
Your play isn't doing it.
It's not.
The creaminess is not here.
No. No. But yeah, then we find out that Daya works for Z because she ends up telling Daya, like, hey, you know, I'm kind of my stalker. And she's like, him. Oh, like, what's his name or whatever? And she's like, Zade. And she's like, she puts two and two together. And
how many Zades can there be? Like,
I've never met one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Only in this book.
Yeah.
Only in my dreams.
Your dreams. Okay. And then he, in the background, he's trying to catch these people that are involved in some rituals with children. Like they're pervs, they're pedos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's trying to catch these people. And he's, I believe, in a diner with the guy that he's been most involved with. His name is Mark. Mm-hmm. And this bitch happens to be there. Adeline. She happens to be there. And obviously this guy's like, who is that? And so he's like, that's my girlfriend. He's like,
that's mine.
Yeah, that's my. She doesn't like being interrupted while she's working. So like, I would prefer if you don't interrupt her.
Don't talk to her.
Yeah. And does he? No, he talks to her.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he goes up to her and he's like, hey, like this. And Zade is like,
he's like, no mouth.
I will punish you. Don't say her, my girlfriend.
And she's like, punish?
Immediately. I don't know this man.
Zade who is that?
No. She plays along, and then the guy Mark guy invites them to a party, and turns out that his father was Frank, which Frank was John's best friend, Gigi's husband. A whole fucking family tree. And then that's why she ends up going to the party, because she's like, oh shit, like, you're connected to my great grandma.
Like, I need to find out what the fuck happened with Ronaldo.
Yeah, she's like, who is this Ronaldo? Yeah. So then in the party, obviously one thing leads to another, and they find a like movie theater in it, and he's like,
come here, baby.
Like, sit down.
And of course he doesn't put like some like a comedy or like, no, he puts a fucking horror movie on.
It's like the fucking Exorcist.
Yeah. Fucking bitch levitating. And Zade is like, fuck.
He's like, yeah,
I'm so turned on right now.
And so he, she's sitting on top of him. He starts like, touching her up, rubbing her up, and he ends up saying that she's so wet that it's dripping onto the seat.
Bro, it's like a fucking fountain down there.
What?
Like fucking Niagara Falls.
How is it dripping onto the seats?
I mean, shit, if y'all got any experience, like,
maybe like up the booty crack, but onto the seat? That had to drip down.
Like, what exactly? Did you pee yourself?
What the hell? I mean,
maybe. From the movie, the scary movie. She was like, fuck. She was like, ah! And she didn't want to tell him that she fucking peed. So she's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, she's wet for me.
She's wet. Unless she's like fucking like squirting.
I don't know what is wrong with her at the scene. But onto the seat, I was like, who is this woman? She got that much?
That shit got a mind of its own. Yeah. And he's feeling that.
It just keeps producing.
He's like, that's for me.
Yeah, he's like,
I did that.
That's all for me.
He's like, this has never happened to me before.
Yeah. And then, okay. So they have that moment.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my God, people are going to see us. And he's like, don't worry about it. And they end up leaving. She ends up getting whatever the fuck she wants. At this point, I'm just focused on the smut. So she ends up figuring out whatever she wants to figure out about her great grandma, her kinky ass grandma. And then soon it's gonna be the fair, the Satan's affair. Yeah, she's gonna go with Daya. Zade is also going, obviously, because he finds out that these motherfuckers are going. Mark and his thugs. Yeah. So then the day comes that they're at the fair, and she's in line with Daya to go into the playhouse, haunted house thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the dolls and all that. And then who walks up to her? Mark and his buddies. And they're like,
hey, what's up? What are you doing here? And she's like, yeah, I'm just in line. Zade is here, though, by the way.
She's like, he's here.
He went to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure. So she ends up going in. And they end up going behind her, bitch. And turns out that they want to kidnap them. Because Zade goes in and he hears them, like, talking amongst each other or something. Yeah. And they're like, oh, yeah, like, we have the van ready. Like,
but they were going to take them.
What the fuck? And he's
Zade is like, he's like, you ain't taking nobody.
Descends here. And then some bitch out of nowhere just comes out with a knife.
I love her.
She comes out and he's like, who is this crazy
You're fucking assassin? A mini, bro. She's like tiny.
What the fuck? Dressed as a doll. And they end up like teaming up together, kind of.
Yeah.
And they end up kidnapping these men. They kidnap them. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. They kidnap them.
Well, with her henchmen.
With her henchmen,
yeah. With her henchmen.
They kidnap him. And then he's
the henchmen that are not there.
Yeah. He's like, I need to like let out some stress. So Addie ends up going to the House of Mirrors.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She ends up going to the House of Mirrors.
Oh my God.
And then who's there? I wonder who.
She's like going through the house.
She's like, oops. She turns around.
Bitch, ain't no shadow.
No. It's him in his creepy ass hoodie. Like, can you put on the hoodie at least? Can you at least put it on?
Let me see your face, baby. With his like scar.
Heterochromia, his scar.
Yeah. It's giving.
That is giving.
It's
I have to admit, it's giving. Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
So then he tells her, he's like, run.
Little mouse.
Bro, again? I feel like this is more cardio than I've done in like a year.
Like, can I just walk? Like, I know what's gonna happen.
I know eventually you're gonna fuck me.
Just take me down right here. It's okay.
No, he tells her, run. And she's like,
and you're reading this shit like, this fucking psycho ass bitch really fucking runs.
Like, I ain't running for shit, boy.
I'd be like, you wanna fuck me? You can fuck me here. If not, we out right here.
His punishment gonna be
Nah, but he tells her to run. He tells
her to run.
And of course, she fucking runs.
No, girl. And he tells her, run. If I catch you, I fuck you. No. Obviously, he catches her.
Yeah, obviously.
Homegirl really says, it doesn't fit.
Got a whole fucking can of Pringles.
He tries to stick it in and she's like, Zade, it doesn't fit.
It's like a whole Pringle package.
God damn.
That's like a whole forearm.
Fucking horse dick. What do you mean it doesn't fit? She's like, it doesn't fit, Zade.
He's like, he's like, gag on it real quick. We gonna make it fit, little mouse.
He eventually makes it fit, but she's like, she literally goes like, it's not, this isn't normal.
Like, bro, what do you think he has in his pants? Like, let's be honest. Oh
no, apparently it's a fucking schlong. It doesn't fit. it's not normal to feel this full. She says that. I mean, if it's like that.
Would you rather be full on food or something else?
But you know I eat. You're really gonna ask me that question? I love food. Food just does it for me. Okay, anyways. Oh, and I have a question for you. I don't know about you, but I can never be like a sub like this.
Like submissive?
Yeah, like just taking it like that.
Absolutely
I'd be
not.
like, you think you're gonna hit me? Even if it's during sexy time.
Bitch, we don't.
Square up real quick.
I mean, we Hispanic. We don't fucking fuck with that shit.
No, you try to like choke me to a point where I can't see. Slitting your neck.
You best gonna get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be fucking you.
Get on top of you real quick.
You feel like, what the fuck is going on? Bro, no.
Get on top of you real quick. You wanna fucking choke something?
No,
I'll be like, oh, you wanna stick shit on my ass? Say less.
Oh.
You gonna see how it feels.
Yeah, now it's time for you to see how it feels. Nah, Hispanic women don't play.
Nah, they don't.
You, she's not. You could tell.
Yeah, she's not.
No,
She's like, okay.
she's like, ooh. But yeah. Oh, and then, yeah, I had to write down this quote because he has something with babies. I don't. What's his problem with babies?
He has a breeding kink.
Does he really? Like,
Yeah.
for real? For real?
Yeah, he wants them babies.
What the fuck?
Specifically with her. He's like, I'm gonna give you that shit. I'm gonna give you all them babies.
Yeah, he goes, tonight is just practice. But I promise you, little mouse, this body will be carrying all my babies one day.
All of them.
I'd be like, oh my God, get out right now.
Like, you know how much sperm you have? What do you mean all your babies?
All your babies?
Like, maybe he means like those baby sperms? Or like, does he mean like babies?
Oh, you know what? That's I
no,
don't know.
probably knowing him is probably actual
You think
babies.
it's babies?
Yeah, it's probably actual
Let me
babies.
stick my finger. Yeah, because he goes while they're doing it. She's like, by the way, which I hate when they do this in books.
Oh yeah,
And
I know.
she's like, by the way, I'm on
birth control. Like, bitch.
We don't gotta know. Like, it's assumed, right? Am I right?
I mean,
It's
yeah.
assumed.
Unless like they, I mean, maybe since in this part, like since he's gonna like answer to it. You get me?
Maybe she wrote it in for a reason.
Yeah.
But it's like I would rather not ruin the mood. It's assumed that she's on birth
She's
control.
on it. She's on it.
They're protecting themselves. Whatever.
I mean,
But,
to a certain extent.
yeah.
Because he's not wrapping it up.
And the fuck? No, he don't believe in that.
He don't. No. He's like condom.
Probably won't even fit, according to her. None would fit.
They need like the extra large.
Not even. Like,
It
what
don't
is
fit
it?
the Pringle can.
The gold Magnum
Shit.
won't even fit.
Be like, you got anything bigger than this? He needs them custom made.
He has his own company. He could probably make some.
He needs like a fucking like extra large balloon.
He could make a fucking like dildo molding. Yeah.
Molding? For who?
Women
To sell?
He just started selling that.
Girl.
Like, it's in the thing.
Who would buy that? That big? Shit.
How big is it gotta be, like?
I mean, like, I don't know. Is it? Because it could be like long, but it's like girthy.
She said it didn't fit. I'm assuming it's girthy.
Girthy.
Oh my God, that's a fat cock.
Damn,
But
baby.
Anyways.
Let's not talk about his thing.
Yeah. She goes like, I hope you know. Well, getting railed. I hope you know. I want birth control. And this man,
He says, does he tell her like, not for long?
he's like, for now.
He's like, oh, you got an IUD. But in the middle of the fucking night, he's all about fucking
Yank that out. Be like, no.
He's like, oh, you take pills. Oh, I'm changing them for fucking little Smarties.
He's like, we don't believe in birth control here.
She got the implant. Bitch, I'm cutting you open at night. Just know.
You're gonna be wrapped up when you wake up.
You're gonna have stitches.
Yeah. So, after that, eventually we get to the woods scene.
Oh, yeah.
Because after they do their thing the first time, he like kind of disappears because he's torturing these men and killing them with another bitch.
And she's literally like,
she's like, who's that bitch? Who is she?
Oh yeah. Yeah. But at first she's like, why the fuck did you leave?
Yeah.
She's like, bro, you left me.
Yeah. And he's like, run.
He's always telling her to run.
Oh my god.
Be like, god damn, bitch, you gonna be gone longer?
I probably lost like 10 pounds for now. But she runs, and
He'd be feeling her good though.
Yeah, because apparently he has thick semen. Yeah, I needed to know that.
That's like food for like a whole village.
I need it, yeah.
For a whole family.
Put it in a bowl.
Like soup. Good soup.
But she ends up running into the woods, and of course he catches her, and he just starts like stripping her right then and there in the ground with the bugs and the branches and the twigs
and the
trees
leaves.
And the leaves, yeah. And he brings his favorite position again. Can you guess what that is?
Knees to ears.
Knees to ears. I'm like, not this a you.
Like I've heard like,
damn,
like like knees over shoulders.
Yeah,
knees
over shoulders, like holding on to the back of the knees to ears.
He's like, hold on, bitch.
Damn. Dislocates the hip.
God damn.
But yeah, they end up.
These are special type of positions.
Yeah, they end up, doing the stuff. He ends up taking her back to her car, I believe. Seatbelt time.
I mean, bro, I have a hard enough time putting on the seatbelt on my own. How long was that fucking seatbelt?
I'd be like, you're really doing this right now.
And she's just taking it.
Like, I'm not unbuckling them. You're unbuckling them.
You're gonna figure this out.
You're gonna.
Bro, knowing him, he'd probably just end up fucking cutting them and installing new ones.
Oh, okay. If he's gonna install new ones, that's fine. He can install extra long ones to go around.
Like, just bring the rope next time.
Yeah, honestly. But they end up like doing it several times. He says several times.
Yeah.
He wakes up the next morning and he goes like, my dick hurts. He goes like, he's like, I would fall to my knees if my dick gets hard right now. Yeah, you forgot that? You forgot that? You forgot the writing in this book? Yeah, he said, fall to my knees, even if it gets a little hard. That's how much it hurts.
A little. And that shit apparently is like,
no.
Elephant.
It takes a village to hold it up.
It doesn't fit. It's fitting now, though.
She really said, it doesn't fit. But anyways, then they're like talking, and then he's like, oh, like, like, I'm gonna fuck all your holes. And she's like, the fuck? She's like, no, you're not. And he tells her. No, he doesn't tell her anything. He thinks it. He's like, maybe she's not ready for this. He's like, I haven't taken her in the ass yet, but I plan on it.
Oh my god.
No, and then it just keeps getting. Daya walks in and she's like,
y'all.
She's like, you guys are a thing now? And then he goes like, do you tell her how big my cock is?
How big is it?
Why would you say that?
How big is it? Extra large.
Extra. Like,
it's big, baby.
I'd be like, why would you say that? I'd be like, really?
Did you tell her it didn't fit?
I'd be like, go.
Leave
right now.
And I'm sure she's like,
yeah. She's like, okay, I understand. She's probably like, I see why. And then he leaves, but he leaves to go infiltrate, I guess you could say, these people's dinner where they're gonna like
do the ritual, whatever, or like
pick
the kid, right?
Yeah,
I think it's to like introduce the kid that they're gonna use for the ritual.
The little people.
Yeah, the little people.
Yeah. So they're gonna like bring out a little person and do stuff to them. Sick, demented individuals,
bro. That I was like, this book is sick enough. They just had to like. Let me put it up a notch.
She's
like, let me just like let you guys know there's someone more sick than him, so it's okay that he's sick.
Yeah, it's justifying it.
Yeah, because he's there. There's worse people.
Yeah. So he goes and they bring out the little person, and he's like, sit on my lap, because he's acting. And
he doesn't actually want the little person.
No. He whispers in her ear like, oh, like, just like, I'm gonna get you out, like, stay still, or like, whatever.
Pretend. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, there's a raid, like, FBI, it's that, and he grabs the little girl and they run off, and he's like, oh, like, you okay, shortcake?
Imagine almost getting fucking like, and then like you apparently get like help.
Hey, shortcake. Yeah.
You couldn't call me something, huh?
No, he had to call her shortcake.
Like,
and then he's like,
girl.
oh, like, where are your parents? I'm gonna take you to your parents. And she's like, I don't know. No. And then eventually she goes like, will you be my daddy? This motherfucker.
He's like, I mean, I never been asked that.
He's like, sure. I'm like, relax. Okay.
He's like, I mean, like, I could adopt her, but like I would have to ask Addie first, duh, because she would be her mommy. I'm like,
twisted.
Like, y'all not even together, actually.
Y'all
like,
not together. Like,
y'all just fucking.
Relax. Yeah, but he says that like that's gonna be his wife and that.
Yeah.
I'm assuming at the end of like the second book they get married or something and they have children. No.
You have to read.
Okay. But yeah, after that, he saves the little girl. He ends up going back to Addie. He tells her about the little girl, going like, oh, like, she's like, oh, because she asked him like, oh, would you adopt her? And he's like, I would, but it would have to go through you first. And she kind of likes that shit.
Yeah.
She's kind of like,
she's like, you gonna call me mommy?
Okay. Huh. And then they end up fucking again in the sunroom, and that's when he's like, you see the stars? He's the stars above you.
You like those more than the ones you see
when I fuck you? I'd be like, just. It's okay, baby.
Just moan.
I'd be like, you don't need to speak.
Yeah, right. He would never let that happen. He wouldn't let that slide.
Little mouse.
He'll be like, oh, you want me to shut up?
Oh.
I'm gonna punish you, little mouse.
Fucks her ass.
He's like, you really gonna be talking now?
No lubrication.
Oh my god.
Ow. Do you not see him doing that? I see him doing that.
Not even a little spit?
Maybe a little spit. But that's not enough. It's not enough.
If it didn't fit, to be, I wouldn't even attempt at that point. Oh my god,
you know that it's like ripping.
That shit is turning into one hole.
He'll be like, absolutely not.
He'll probably like knock her out.
Boom!
Not like that. I don't condone violence.
No, me either.
Oh my god. I meant from like the pain.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just do this real quick. Yeah. Let me just get this over with.
Like, this will be so fast. You won't even.
You won't even feel it.
But yeah, after that, they have their little moment, and it's time for like the ritual. He's like, okay, like, I proved to these people that I'm not bad. I got arrested with them. we got off on like drug charges,
Mm-hmm.
I'm with them. So, you know, they go to the ritual and
They had to get like a new little person.
another little person, yeah. So they get another little person and they're like in a circle or whatever. And this, oh my God, nasty. The guy next to him is like, "Oh, I'm getting hard already."
I know. And I'm like reading this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? The worst part is that there's actual sick people like that.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm reading this and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, that's the one that he kills.
Yeah.
Like, is that the first one he kills?
I think that's the first person he
but
kills.
He goes, "Da," with a knife eventually.
Yeah.
And then, "Da," to the other one. But then, bitch, all of a sudden there's an explosion. And I'm like, what? No, and then his hacker shows up. Jay
Bitch.
shows up and he's like, "Zade, are you okay? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. He had been trying to get a hold of him.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, and then like cut back to Adeline, and her and Daya figured out that like Frank was the one that murdered Gigi, her great grandmother, because they found the watch with the blood and all that. And then Daya texts her like, "Oh, like I need your help. Come to my apartment or whatever. Come to my house. I don't know." And she's like, "That's weird. Like, Daya is asking me and like texting me, and then she calls her and she doesn't answer. So she's like, that's fucking weird. So she gets in her car and she's driving over, bitch. And then she sees like headlights in her mirror, and they keep getting closer and closer, like tailgating, and eventually they like boop. They bump her, and she's like, what the fuck? And they bump her again. Girl, and like the third time, they get her good.
They don't even bump her.
No.
Bro, they fucked her car.
Yeah. She goes like to the side, and then when she's like in the car, basically like she hears these people talking, and they're like, "Oh, you could have killed her. Like, what are you doing?
What the fuck? We need her alive."
Max. He's like, Max is gonna get mad at us. And then she's like half there, half not. They end up taking her.
Bro, they take her.
And that's the end of the book. That's it. It ends just like that.
Bro.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
Everything insane.
Everything about the book.
And like, they're automatically, you want to read book 2. No. I mean, I did. I picked it up.
Isn't it longer?
It is a little longer, but if you guys have read book 2, oh my god.
It's like even darker.
It's dark.
Girl.
That one, major trigger warning. If you guys are going to end up picking up book 2. If you guys thought that this book was a little too dark for you and you didn't like it, I suggest maybe like
skip
looking a little bit more at the trigger warnings before you read book 2, or like just don't.
Yeah.
Like, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself if you can't.
Yeah. It has a lot of like dark shit. I mean, this one alone had a lot of dark shit.
Yeah, but the next one's wow. It's
gosh. No. I read about
like, I sobbed. I fucking sobbed. In book 2, it was wow. That shit hit me. That shit got me, bro.
I read about kingdoms and magic.
We were here reading about fairy dig.
Oh yeah.
There ain't no fairy dig.
No. But that's the end.
Yeah.
That's the end, guys. I hope you liked this crazy episode
Of our first dark romance.
Yeah.
It's the first one.
Yeah, it's the first one. But there'll definitely be more, because this bitch, she loves that shit.
I love the dark romance. I could honestly read anything. I'm a mood reader.
Ah, okay.
So I could jump. I mean, I could jump.
I can
jump. The only thing that I won't read, nonfiction.
Yeah, I don't really read nonfiction.
That's
either.
not happening. Negative.
Yeah. I like escaping.
Yeah. To some fake shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, guys.
Yeah.
We hope that you enjoyed this very unhinged episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be.
For this book, it had to be.
Yeah. We didn't have a choice.
Yeah, no. It just came out.
But we hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any more suggestions, you guys want to see any books specifically, let us know.
Yeah.
And yeah, We'll be back soon with another episode.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.